When Stu asked me to speak, I really wasn't sure that what I was going to deliver was going to fit in with everything else that was being said. But every song this morning has fitted in with what I'm about to say. When I was thinking about what to say, it occurred to me that resilience is created through adversity. So that loss, trauma, any heartache, any adversity we have in life helps build us. And that adversity grows our faith in God's ability to help us through difficulties. It's not guaranteed that we'll get the outcome we want. But our faith is built, and we rely on that faith more and more, the more of these trials that we have. My son, at the age of 14, was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So that was a time in my life where I just thought everything had fallen apart. That carried on for quite a number of years. We're 12 years down the line. And he's had different ups and downs. And most people in the room know that last year he suffered a couple of incidents. So the first one of them was February. He just returned from Ireland from a job. And I'm glad he returned home when he did, because it was only within a few days that he more or less had no sight. And I hadn't realised he was being treated for conjunctivitis at the time. And I came home from work and he was just sitting. And as he stood up, I was saying, "Why are you walking like that?" He said, "Because I can't see." So straight up to A&E, and that was quite a journey. So the whole time, all these 12 years, my prayer has been, God, take away from him, give it to me. I've lived my life, give it to me. But that's not God's plan, and I know that. I definitely know that. So then in November, he suffered from flu, and that led him to diabetic ketoacidosis, so a kind of life-threatening conditioning. Within that time, when he was in A&E, I was sitting in a room and I thought, my prayers aren't working, God. Change them. Change it over. I need your peace. I need your strength, because I know I can't do this on my own. And I've always known I can't do it on my own, but my prayers needed to reflect that. So by the time I got to see Aaron and he was stable, I felt peace and I felt calm. He remained in hospital. But I went to work the next morning because I thought, I can't do anything. I can't do anything practical for him. He was where he needed to be. And everybody in work kept saying, "Why are you here? What are you doing?" I thought, because God's in control, not me. So these last few months, it's been easier at home. I still check on him. I still ask, "Have you taken your insulin?" But we do have another answer to prayer, because on Wednesday he got his insulin pump. So he did have a pump when he was younger, and didn't use it, so it was removed. But he's got his pump back again. So he's been using it, which is a blessing. He has been using it. So I think of any parent with a child with any kind of life limiting condition, they'll find it hard. There's always those times where we're bargaining with God and saying, "Give it to me." But that's not God's will for my life or for Aaron's. But those prayers have changed. God will see the desires of my heart, but he's not going to give me all of them. I no longer feel alone or responsible. Many people in my family would say to me, "Just tell him, just get him to do, just stop him from eating this, just stop him from doing that." That's not up to me. Aaron's an adult. Even when he was a child, that was difficult, and that wasn't up to me. I also think, when I look back, about 5 months before I came to Valley, I was going to different churches because my own wee church had folded. I felt as if I was moving further and further away from God. Even though I was attending churches, I was doing what I felt I should be doing. However, since coming here, I'm standing on God's word. My prayers are changing. I'm standing on God's promises. I'm serving, and I'm hoping that I'm reflecting his love in everything that I do. And I do realise that God is continuing to build my life. And it's his strength, wisdom and discernment and love to live life to a full that I need. And I can't change anything else about it. So that was what I wanted to share.
Thank you again for listening. We hope it helped and encouraged you. For more information about our church, or if you'd like to know more about the gospel, please visit www.valleychurchscotland.com. Thanks again.